IC Cars just dropped their latest depreciation report. 800,000 vehicles analyzed. The findings are brutal. Some SUVs are not just losing value, they are hemorrhaging money faster than you can make the payments. We are talking losses of 60%, 70%, even 80% in just a few years. These are brand new SUVs from 2024 and 2025 that are turning into financial sinkholes. If you bought one of these, you could be drowning underwater on your loan right now, owing thousands more than your vehicle is actually worth. Today, we are counting down the 15 SUVs that will be barely worth anything by 2027. And wait until you see number 2, a luxury SUV that loses more than $100,000 in value. All right, let us go from bad to catastrophic. Number 15, Infiniti QX80. The QX80 sat on the same ancient platform from 2011 until its recent redesign, and for years it showed. Before the new generation arrived, the old QX80 was an afterthought in the luxury SUV segment. Dismal gas mileage, outdated technology, and worse performance than competitors made it nearly impossible to justify. According to IC Cars data, older QX80s are losing around 60% of their value after 5 years. That is nearly $50,000 evaporated on a vehicle that started at $80,000 or more. And while Infiniti finally launched a new generation, buyers still remember the old one's reputation. The QX80 needs to be a brand saver for Infiniti, and whether it actually can be remains to be seen. Number 14, the Nissan Armada. Same story, different badge. The Armada shares its bones with the QX80, which means it inherits the same depreciation curse. CareEdge data shows the Armada dropping 52% in value after just 5 years. You are looking at a resale value of around $32,000 on a vehicle that started at nearly $70,000. That is almost $35,000 gone. The Armada is a full-size SUV with plenty of space and power, but its value drops like a stone. Fuel economy is terrible, reliability rankings are mediocre at best, and competition from the Tahoe and Expedition is fierce. If you are shopping in this segment and thinking about long-term value, look elsewhere. Number 13, Lincoln Navigator. The Navigator is not surprising to see on this list. The model has been playing second fiddle to the Cadillac Escalade for years, consistently falling short in looks, interior refinements, and overall desirability. At a starting price pushing $85,000, you are paying Escalade money for a vehicle that does not command Escalade respect. According to IC Cars, the Navigator depreciates around 60% after 5 years. That translates to losing roughly $50,000 in value. One study showed it at the top of the worst depreciation list for full-size luxury SUVs. Lincoln refreshed the Navigator for 2025, addressing some complaints, but the damage to resale values is already baked in. Used Navigators are everywhere, and nobody is lining up to buy them. Number 12, Ford Expedition. The Expedition, Ford's largest SUV, has a depreciation curve as massive as the vehicle itself. According to multiple sources, the Expedition loses around 55% of its value after 5 years. That's roughly $37,000 vanishing into thin air on a fully loaded model. The Expedition has reliability concerns, poor fuel economy, and mediocre handling for something this big. Top Speed noted that low reliability ratings, dismal fuel economy, and general drivability issues all contribute to the Expedition's cratering resale value. And with the 2025 refresh hitting dealerships, Used 2024 models are already getting passed over. The Enclave just got a complete redesign for 2025. It has a new exterior, a massive 30-inch curved screen, and a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine making 328 horsepower. Buick was proud of this one. But according to Consumer Reports, the new Enclave is already having major reliability issues. Transmission failures, electrical gremlins, and computer problems have been reported. Previous generation Enclaves were already depreciating at around 51% after 5 years, according to CarEdge. That means a $54,000 Enclave drops to just $26,000 in resale value. That fancy new screen randomly going dark while you are driving does not inspire confidence either. Number 10. GMC Yukon XL. The Yukon XL is known for hauling the whole family, but it also hauls one of the highest depreciation rates in the full-size SUV segment. CarEdge data shows the Yukon XL losing around 52% of its value after 5 years. With an average selling price near $87,000, that depreciation adds up to tens of thousands of dollars, evaporating fast. You are looking at roughly $42,000 in resale value after 5 years, which means you have lost over $45,000. That is an entire mid-size sedan worth of money gone. High fuel costs, expensive maintenance, and stiff competition from the Tahoe and Suburban do not help matters. Number 9. Cadillac Escalade ESV. Few vehicles have the presence of a Cadillac, and the Escalade ESV is the heavyweight champion of full-size luxury SUVs. But that presence comes at a brutal cost. According to IC Cars, the Escalade ESV depreciates 62.9% after 5 years. On a vehicle that easily costs $100,000 or more fully loaded, you are looking at losing over $60,000 in value. The ESV adds a few inches over the standard Escalade for a more cavernous interior, but those extra inches accelerate depreciation slightly faster than its shorter sibling. Despite the excess, the Escalade V Series is genuinely fun to drive, but fun does not pay the bills when you are $60,000 underwater. Before we get to the next 6, do me a favor and hit that like button if you are getting value from this. Number 8. Chevrolet Blazer EV. General Motors debuted its new Ultium battery platform with high hopes. Those hopes crashed fast. According to Consumer Reports, almost every vehicle using General Motors' shared Ultium technology has reliability scores below average or well below average. The Blazer EV is one of the worst offenders. Owners report electronics failures, software glitches, and charging system problems. General Motors had to halt sales temporarily to address quality issues. Now, with electric vehicle depreciation already brutal across the industry, the Blazer EV is shedding value like crazy. Early 2024 models are already selling for 30 to 40% less than their original sticker price. That is $15,000 to $20,000 gone in less than 2 years. Number 7. Cadillac LYRIQ. The LYRIQ was supposed to be General Motors' flagship luxury electric vehicle. Instead, it has become a reliability nightmare. Consumer Reports gave it one of the lowest reliability scores, citing quality control issues, electrical problems, and software bugs. One owner reported dashboard displays shutting off randomly, phantom emergency braking in intersections, and phone as key features that rarely work. The LYRIQ uses the same problematic Ultium platform as the Blazer EV. Second-year models still show the same issues that plagued the first year. Beautiful design, catastrophic execution, values are already tanking, and by 2027, these will be selling for pennies on the dollar. The Discovery is getting long in the tooth. It has been around since 2018, and while a 2021 refresh added some tech updates, the SUV is now one of the older models in the luxury segment. According to IC Cars, the Discovery loses a staggering 75% of its value after 5 years. Read that again, 75%. On a vehicle starting around $73,000, that means you are losing over $54,000 in value. Land Rover's reputation for expensive maintenance and questionable reliability does not help. CarEdge notes that high sticker prices combined with steep maintenance costs have contributed to Rover's precipitous depreciation for years. If the Discovery is bad, the Range Rover is catastrophic. According to IC Cars data, the Range Rover loses 62.9% of its value after 5 years. But here is the real problem. The Range Rover starts at over $115,000. Some configurations push past $250,000. At average depreciation rates, even a base Range Rover loses over $72,000 in 5 years. That is roughly $1.07 per mile in depreciation alone. CarEdge puts it bluntly, when you buy a Range Rover, new or used, expect to lose a lot of money. Maintenance costs will knock you over, and there have been major technical issues with recent models. One owner on the Range Rover forums reported needing a new transmission on a 2024 model with less than 5,000 miles. Rational minds will look elsewhere. Number 4. Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. The Grand Cherokee 4xe is one of America's most popular plug-in hybrid SUVs. It's also become one of Stellantis's biggest headaches. In November 2025, Stellantis recalled over 320,000 Wrangler and Grand Cherokee 4xe models for fire risk. Owners were told to park outside and not charge their vehicles until repairs were completed. Before that, there was a recall for 91,000 units over sudden loss of drive power. Before that, another recall covered 113,000 units for sand contamination in the engine, causing catastrophic failures. One Michigan couple is suing Stellantis over their Grand Cherokee 4xe. Their brand new SUV spent 8 months at dealerships out of a 39-month lease. One owner said their vehicle totally shut off while on the freeway. Consumer Reports rated the Grand Cherokee among the least reliable vehicles for 2025. Combined with fire recalls and powertrain failures, residual values are collapsing. Number 3. Tesla Model X. Tesla's Falcon Wing SUV promised the future, but instead it delivered massive depreciation. According to IC Cars, the Model X loses 63.4% of its value after 5 years. On a vehicle that starts around $80,000, that translates to roughly $50,000 gone. Edmunds data is even harsher, showing the Model X Plaid losing over $69,000 in 5 years. The complexity of those Falcon Wing doors gives buyers pause as the vehicle ages, and astronomical repair costs do not help. Tesla's unpredictable price cuts have also destroyed resale values. When Tesla slashed prices by $10,000 overnight, owners who bought the week before saw their equity evaporate instantly. Model X owners from 2019 with the performance trim that cost $126,000 new can now be picked up for around $50,000. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. Mercedes positioned the EQS SUV as the electric S-Class. It became the electric embarrassment. According to multiple sources, the EQS SUV is shedding around 61% of its value after just a few years. On a vehicle that easily costs $110,000 to $130,000 fully loaded, you are looking at losing $65,000 to $80,000. Low mileage examples from 2022 and 2023 are trading around $60,000, despite sticker prices exceeding $125,000. That is financial obliteration. Reviewers nicknamed it the driving egg. That aerodynamic shape alienated traditional S-Class buyers who were seeking road presence. At over $110,000, buyers expected S-Class luxury. They got cheap plastics, cramped third-row seats, and overcomplicated technology. Hidden ownership costs destroy remaining value. The EQS SUV devours tires. Owners report replacing 21-inch tires every 15,000 to 20,000 miles because the SUV weighs 5,600 pounds. At $1,200 to $1,500 per set, this terrifies used buyers. Number 1, the Jaguar I-PACE. Here it is, the absolute worst. The Jaguar I-PACE holds the crown for catastrophic SUV depreciation. According to IC Cars, the I-PACE loses 72.2% of its value after 5 years. That means the I-PACE retains just 27.8% of its original value. On a vehicle that started at $73,375, you are losing over $52,000. But here is the real killer. Jaguar discontinued the I-PACE. The 2024 model year was the final one. Dead models have dead resale values. Parts availability becomes questionable. Software support becomes uncertain. Nobody wants to buy an orphaned electric SUV from a brand pivoting to ultra-luxury electric vehicles exclusively. The I-PACE pioneered the luxury electric vehicle SUV segment. It just could not survive it. Charging is painfully slow at just 100 kilowatts maximum, while competitors hit 250 kilowatts or more. What takes competitors 20 minutes requires 45 minutes in an I-PACE. Consumer Reports moved it from recommended to unreliable. The I-PACE is not just the worst depreciating SUV of 2025. It is one of the worst depreciating vehicles in automotive history. That's a wrap. Which one shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe so you catch our next breakdown. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.